Welcome to English Podcast Studio. Today, we're diving into a speaking drill all about environment and sustainability. If you're following along, just listen to each question, pause to answer aloud, and then check out our model responses and feedback.
Exactly. Treat this like a friendly speaking challenge. Relax, share your thoughts, and notice how naturally you can express ideas about protecting the planet.
And before we start, don't forget to subscribe and tap like if you want more speaking practice episodes like this one. It really helps us grow the studio. Let's jump into question 1. Are you aware of environmental issues in your country? Are you aware of environmental issues in your country? Pause now and answer.
Yes, definitely. Climate change, air pollution, and waste management are major concerns. People are becoming more conscious of how their actions affect the environment.
Excellent. You used climate change, pollution, and waste management naturally. You could also add carbon footprint or eco-conscious. Try. Many people are becoming more eco-conscious about their carbon footprint. Nicely said. Next question. Do you recycle regularly? Do you recycle regularly? Pause now and answer.
Yes, I separate plastics, glass, and paper at home. Our neighborhood even has a local recycling station, so it's quite convenient.
Good. You used separate plastics and recycling station. Try adding waste segregation or recycling initiative. Example, my city runs a recycling initiative that encourages proper waste segregation. Perfect detail. What kinds of renewable energy do you know about? What kinds of renewable energy do you know about? Pause now and answer.
There's solar power, wind energy, hydroelectric power, and even geothermal energy. I think solar panels are becoming more common in homes.
Great. You used solar, wind, and geothermal energy. Add sustainable alternative or clean technology. Try. Investing in clean technology creates sustainable alternatives to fossil fuels. Well said. Should schools teach students about sustainability? Should schools teach students about sustainability? Pause now and answer.
Absolutely. Teaching kids to respect nature early helps build long-term awareness. They learn that small habits like saving water can make a big impact.
Excellent. You used respect, nature, and long-term awareness. You could add environmental curriculum or sustainable mindset. Example, an environmental curriculum helps students develop a sustainable mindset. Very thoughtful. What can governments do to protect the environment? What can governments do to protect the environment? Pause now and answer.
They can invest in green infrastructure, enforce environmental laws, and promote renewable energy. Tax incentives also help companies go green.
Good point. You used green infrastructure and tax incentives. Try adding carbon neutrality or policy enforcement. Example, strong policy enforcement is key to achieving carbon neutrality. Excellent awareness. How can individuals help the planet in daily life? How can individuals help the planet in daily life? Pause now and answer.
By using less plastic, saving energy, and eating more plant-based meals, small changes add up when everyone does their part.
Great. You used plant-based meals and saving energy. Add eco-friendly habits or sustainable lifestyle. Example, developing eco-friendly habits leads to a truly sustainable lifestyle. Perfect balance. Why is plastic pollution such a big problem? Why is plastic pollution such a big problem? Pause now and answer.
Because plastic takes centuries to decompose and harms marine life. It's everywhere from oceans to soil to food chains.
Excellent. You used decompose and marine life. Add microplastics or environmental contamination. Try. Microplastics cause long-term environmental contamination. Well put. Do you try to live an eco-friendly lifestyle? Do you try to live an eco-friendly lifestyle? Pause now and answer.
I try my best. I use reusable bottles, buy local food, and avoid fast fashion. I believe sustainability starts with conscious choices.
Fantastic. You used reusable, fast fashion, and conscious choices. Add ethical consumption or minimalist living. Example, ethical consumption is the foundation of minimalist, sustainable living. Wonderful answer. If you're enjoying this speaking practice, hit like and subscribe for more topics like technology, culture, and lifestyle. Let's keep going. How is climate change affecting your country? How is climate change affecting your country? Pause now and answer.
We've seen hotter summers, unpredictable rainfall, and even droughts in some areas. Farmers especially struggle with changing weather patterns.
Good you used droughts and weather patterns. Add climate resilience or extreme weather. Example: building climate resilience is essential to survive extreme weather. Nice phrasing. What makes a city sustainable? What makes a city sustainable? Pause now and answer.
Efficient public transport, green spaces, and renewable energy systems. A sustainable city prioritizes people and the planet equally.
Loved it. You used public transport and green spaces. Add urban planning or carbon-efficient design. Example: smart urban planning helps cities reach carbon-efficient design. Excellent insight. Why is deforestation dangerous? Why is deforestation dangerous? Pause now and answer.
It destroys habitats, increases CO2 in the air, and leads to soil erosion. Forests are like the lungs of our planet.
Beautiful. You used habitats and soil erosion. Try biodiversity loss or ecosystem imbalance. Example: deforestation accelerates biodiversity loss and ecosystem imbalance. Perfectly stated. How can we conserve water in daily life? How can we conserve water in daily life? Pause now and answer.
We can fix leaks, take shorter showers, and reuse water when possible. Awareness matters just as much as technology.
Nice you used. Reuse water and awareness. Add water efficiency or sustainable consumption. Example: water efficiency should become part of sustainable consumption habits. Great focus. What's an example of green technology you find impressive? What's an example of green technology you find impressive? Pause now and answer.
Electric vehicles are a big one. They reduce emissions and inspire other industries to innovate responsibly.
Perfect you used. Reduce emissions and innovate responsibly. Add carbon capture or renewable innovation. Example: carbon capture could revolutionize renewable innovation. Nice upgrade. What do you think of sustainable fashion? What do you think of sustainable fashion? Pause now and answer.
I think it's amazing. It promotes ethical production, fair wages, and uses recycled materials. Fashion can be beautiful and responsible at the same time.
Wonderful you used ethical production and recycled materials. Add slow fashion or eco-fabrics. Example: slow fashion values quality, durability, and eco-fabrics. Stylish thought. Should big companies do more for the environment? Should big companies do more for the environment? Pause now and answer.
Definitely. They have the resources to make a huge difference, reducing emissions, investing in sustainability, and being transparent about their impact.
Strong you used reducing emissions and transparent impact. Add corporate sustainability or green supply chain. Example: corporate sustainability should include a fully green supply chain. Excellent. What do you think about environmental activists? What do you think about environmental activists? Pause now and answer.
They play a vital role. Activists raise awareness, pressure governments, and motivate people to act. Their voices make global issues personal.
Powerful you used. Raise awareness and pressure governments. Try grassroots movement or collective action. Example: grassroots movements prove that collective action creates change. Inspiring. Do you think countries cooperate enough on environmental issues? Do you think countries cooperate enough on environmental issues? Pause now and answer.
Not yet. There are international agreements, but many nations still prioritize profit over the planet. Real cooperation requires commitment and trust.
Well said you used international agreements and commitment. Add global summit or sustainable diplomacy. Example: sustainable diplomacy is key to progress after every global summit. Brilliant. What motivates you to care about the environment? What motivates you to care about the environment? Pause now and answer.
Nature gives us everything: fresh air, food, peace of mind. Caring for the planet feels like giving back to something we all depend on.
Beautifully said. You used peace of mind and depend on. Add environmental stewardship or planetary well-being. Example: environmental stewardship keeps our planet's well-being at the center. That's a heartfelt way to close. To upgrade your vocabulary, try carbon footprint, renewable resource, and sustainable development. And a pronunciation tip: stress the second syllable in environment on environment, not environment. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it. It helps more learners discover these sustainability drills and keeps our podcast growing.
That's right. Keep practicing, stay eco-conscious, and make sustainability part of your everyday language. Thanks for listening. Everyone, see you next time.
Before you go, leave a comment and tell us one eco-friendly habit you already practice or want to start. We love reading your ideas.